Right, so here you can see you've got the modulus of x equals to 3, okay? So those bars enclosing x there just means the modulus, okay? What the modulus does is that it looks at the actual size of a quantity, okay? And in other words then, it ignores negatives, okay? Or if it is negative, it makes it positive. That's kind of what we do a lot in everyday life, isn't it? If you think about it, if you were in debt in your bank account, say for instance you're £200 in debt, you don't say minus £200, don't you? You don't say I'm minus £200. You're just interested in the size of the debt. You just say, oh, I'm £200 in debt. You look at it as a positive number, but then you realise, of course, it's a debt, but we're more interested in the size of it, aren't we? And that's what modulus does. It looks at the size of it. All right. So in this case here, x could actually equal 3, okay? Or x could equal minus 3, couldn't it? Right. So that's my answer to this. If they asked us to solve this, those are my answers. I've got two answers. All right. X could equal 3, or could equal minus 3. Right. So when you do the modulus of 3, it just stays the same as a 3. But when you do the modulus of minus 3, as I said, it changes it to a positive. Okay. So you've got two answers there. Important, you use the word or throughout this when you have different answers. Really important there, okay? So in the next case now, right, when you have situations like this where it's a bit more complicated, okay, what we can do, right, because we've got this sort of plus or minus sort of option going on in our answers, we've got positive 3 or negative 3, similar sort of thing corresponds to this now, but in order to sort of solve this, to do it properly, what I normally do is, right, is I get rid of those modulus, I get rid of those bars, but in order to get rid of it, I need to replace it with a plus or minus, right? Plus or minus option for this. So I can get rid of the bars, but I replace it with a bracket instead, where I'm doing plus or minus of it. So if I look at the plus option first, I got 2x plus 3 equals 4, okay? Which means then I can solve this. 2x equals 4 minus 3. So 2x equals 1, so that means x is equal to a half, okay? Or, of course, the other option is when you take the negative of that bracket, okay? So you take the negative through that bracket, you have negative 2x, negative times 3 is negative 3 equals 4. So minus 2x then equals 4 plus 3. So negative 2x equals 7. So x will equal minus, isn't it? Divide by that minus 2. So be minus 7 over 2. So you've got two answers, okay? X is equal to a half, or x is equal to minus 7 over 2. Let's look at this one, okay? Again, right? Get rid of those bars, get rid of that modulus, change it to plus or minus, okay? And the modulus goes, let's look at the plus option. 2 minus 5x equals 7. So minus 5x equals 7 minus 2. Take the 2 over. So minus 5x equals 5. And then, of course, to get x, you just need to divide by that negative 5. I'll put the negative there, haven't I? But you end up then with negative 1. Okay? Or, the other option, you take the minus through. Take the minus through. Minus times 2 is minus 2. Minus times minus 5x, that turns to a plus 5x, doesn't it? So 5x then would equal 9. You take that minus 2 over, and then x will equal 9/5, and you're done. So those are your two answers. X equals minus 1, or x equals 9/5.